Hello, everyone out there. This is week five of our 90-day Blitz. And today we're going to be speaking we're going to be discussing mindset. And then what I want to do is show everyone how to actually create a funnel from scratch. Okay. That's going to be the two things that we're going to cover within PLS. I think a lot of people are confused about how to actually create a funnel, how to create a capture page, a sales page, how to link your autoresponder. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody has a really general understanding of how exactly to do that, because it's really easy to do. And that should be the one thing that doesn't hinder you or basically set you back from accomplishing, earning with PLS, because PLS is a funnel. And if you don't know how to put together a capture page or a sales page, then basically you are missing out, because that's what this is all about. You want to create a funnel so that people can opt into your email, into your capture page. They can take a look at your sales presentation, and then you can get them to be a part of your list. If you can't do those simple things, then that's going to hinder you from actually being successful with this online journey. I just wanted to also let everyone know that I did actually purchase some training that cost me a few $1,000s, and what I'm actually learning is just really great. It's like really great information. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I learned and basically how it can affect your life. Like, we were discussing in one of the videos that I was viewing was from a seven-figure earner, and he was just stating how important it is to really focus on mindset, because you can do all of the things that I tell you, teach you, and you can implement them. But if you don't have the correct mindset, you will never really enjoy the wealth that's out there with being online. And, he was saying so many people are just confused about the process, and 95% of this is actually showing up and mindset, being there and having the mindset to push forward, because most people fail at just showing up, just knowing exactly what to do and applying the steps that they learn on a consistent basis. And the reason why they're not doing that is because they don't have the correct mindset to push forward. So we're going to dive into mindset first, and then I'm going to go into my account and show everyone exactly how to make a sales funnel using Power Lead System. So with the whole mindset thing, I'm going to see if I can pull it up really quick. Give me a second. Okay, well, I'm going to just discuss it first, because I am going to show you guys the information later down the line when we actually start looking at this information and the opportunity. But it's basically stating that the gentleman, I'm not going to say his name yet because I don't want to give everything away, but he was basically saying how when he first started with his online journey, he lost almost $10,000. When he first came in, he was just running traffic, and people think that when they run traffic, that's all they need to do. You run traffic and you make money. And that's not true, because in the beginning, when you're starting to run traffic and you're building your list, that's the most consistent part that needs to happen in order for you to start building momentum. But also on the back end, if you're not following up and you don't know how to strategically you need to do in order to have that traffic convert into commissions, you'll never win at this online opportunity, at any online opportunity, because anyone can buy traffic and run traffic, right? And what happens is most people, they run traffic, and for the first run or the second run or the third run, if they don't see the results that they want to see, they normally give up. And the average person, 97% of people out there, they're not going to experience that initial success that they're looking for when you actually first start running traffic, because the whole concept behind running traffic is building your list, okay? Warming up to people and allowing people to see what it is that you have, the opportunity that you have, and giving them time to actually be a part of your opportunity. Now, what people don't understand is when you're building that list, okay, it normally takes a person 90 to 180 days to make a decision, okay? And they have to keep seeing the opportunity over and over and over again to actually feel like this is something that they want to do, okay? So when you're making those initial investments in your business, it's not for you to see success right away, but it's for you to build long-term longevity and long-term success, okay? So a lot of people are confused about the process, thinking that, oh, when I run traffic the first week, if it was that simple, we would have more people online seeing success if it was really that simple, because that is just really easy to do, okay? But what people don't understand is that you have to build that foundation. You have to lay that foundation, which is being committed to the traffic and seeing it through. And the part about seeing it through is actually knowing that when you're running your traffic, that a percentage of those people over time is going to buy from you, and that you're going to have more success down the line if you're building the foundation in the beginning. And, it was just an eye-opening, because I try to tell people all the time, you have to be committed to the process. And that's basically showing up knowing what to do. But that's just half of the battle. The mindset part is the most important part. 97% of people are not committed to the process. They marry the outcome. But they won't marry the work that you initially have to put in order to receive that outcome. And that's where a lot of us are missing. A lot of people out there are missing it. So many people don't make it past their first 60 to 90 days within any opportunity. 90% of people will purchase a program or a training or an online business and don't even make it past the setup process. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that again. 90% will purchase a product or online business or training and will not make it past the setup process. 90%, that's pretty high. So basically, the gentleman, he's starting out, he's selling a product that costs about $4,000, okay? $4,000. People will purchase the product for $4,000. For is $3,997 for the product, okay? They will purchase it, and he only has a 10% conversion rate as far as the people that make it through the boot camp once they actually purchase the training, okay, and the product. 10%. So people are investing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, okay, and they don't even make it through the boot camp to receive their link to go ahead and start getting other people involved in the opportunity. So people are literally just throwing money away. They're throwing money away because if they're saying, well, you have to go through coaching, you have to go through the boot camp before you can get your link, and he only has 10% that are purchasing at $4,000 and don't even make it through the boot camp, that means that they're not even getting a link to produce results, to build their business, to build their online opportunity. And I was just really shocked at that, because that's a lot of money to put out there to not even make it to the next step, past the initial step to start even making the money. I didn't know it was that low, but that just goes to show you. And it all boils down to mindset. So basically what he wants all of his the people that he mentor, the people that follow him, the people that he coach, is to go through something called, and everybody can take this down, it's a 30/30/30, okay, training. Well, like kind of like a commitment to yourself, okay? The first 30 stands for 30 minutes of reading success stories, inspirational stories from top figure earners. So, for example, going online, and you can look up any network marketing author or multi-level marketing coach, or anyone that is having a ton of success online, that have books that's out there that you can actually read. They want you to go in and read that read any information, any part of the book that you decide to pick for 30 minutes. Okay. Then what they want you to do is go onto YouTube and read, and on YouTube, listen for 30 minutes to any inspirational information that you can get from any large heavy hitter network marketer, multi-level marketer, 30 minutes of just listening. And then you're going to do that and apply that for 30 days. And what he's saying is he guarantees that if you do that for 30 days straight consistently, not missing any day, like how we have to get up every single day. When you get up every single day, you make a commitment to do that every single day. What it does something to your brain that allows you to take your business to the next level, not just because of the information that you're learning, what you're able to actually apply by listening and reading that information for 30 days straight. He stated when he did this, it really allowed him to take his business to the next level because he knew what he needed to do. He made a promise and commitment to himself. And then he said the other thing that you can do that will help you to be more committed is to share that with someone. Okay. So if you were to put that on your Facebook page or send that message to 15 friends, letting them know that that's what you're about to do, and the day you're going to start doing it, it's going to allow you to be more committed to the process because now you're putting it out there for everyone. Okay. And you're telling everyone, listen, I'm going on this 30-day commitment of, and you could, list what you're going to do, when you're going to start. And because you're actually telling it to other people, you're making more of a commitment to yourself to do it because you're sharing it. Okay. So I want everyone to really do that. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to just go through some of the heavy hitters out there. The network marketers that you can follow, or the books that you can buy. It could be just a couple of books, even if you download it to read. It doesn't have to be a physical hard copy, but you can download it, read 30 minutes, listen 30 minutes, apply it for 30 days. Okay. So I want everyone to really start to do that, just to get into, the mindset of, what you want to accomplish, what it is that you want to do, and just be more committed to the process. Because I was talking to a gentleman that found me on YouTube, and what I realized is people are so quick to give up when they don't see instant gratification. Okay. That's what I call it. It's instant gratification. We're so quick to give up. It's so easy to fail or stop or stop the process when we don't have the weeks that we expect. Okay. And honestly, that should drive you to go harder. You know what I mean? So just for an example, and this is all about being honest, and this is about being honest. I'm being 100% honest. Okay. I do make a lot of money online. Okay. There's weeks that I have that are slower than others. For example, I had a very slow week last week with Power Lead System. Okay. And I feel like I generated a lot of videos. I put out a lot of content. I gave my Facebook fans and my Facebook followers a lot of value. But for some reason, I didn't have a good week last week. It was one of my worst weeks yet. Okay. And at first, it just took me by surprise. I was blown away. I'm like, dang, gosh, I really didn't do good this week. And instead of taking that and turning it into I'm a failure, or I can't do this, or I'm not going to be committed anymore, it's driving me to want to do more. Okay, because I'm looking at it as, okay, I had a bad week, but it's going to happen, and then things are gonna pick up at some point, and I'm gonna have tons and tons of really good weeks if I just keep doing what it is that I know how to do. Okay. Not only that, I had someone view one of my YouTube videos, and they wrote a really mean comment about me physically, about my physical appearance. Okay. Things that I can't control. And, that could have been something that's made me say, you know what, I don't want to do videos anymore, or I can't handle this, or this is too much, but what I understand is a part of life. Everyone is not going to like me. They're not going to accept me for who I am, the way I am. And that's okay. okay? But it's not going to stop me from moving forward, from pushing out of that comfort, from being uncomfortable, okay? Because that's what it was. I didn't want to do videos in the beginning because of that. You know what I mean? I didn't see a lot of African American women on YouTube that was promoting online business opportunities. If you go out there and you search, there's not a lot of African American women that are online. They're giving their story, they're sharing their results, they're really pushing work from home business opportunities. So I didn't want to do it. But I stepped out of my comfort zone. And for me to go back because of something someone says, or because of the way that they feel about the way that I look or what I'm doing or how my hair is, or it's not straight enough or whatever it may be, that should not, that you don't want that to hinder you or bother you. But you know where it all starts from first? Mindset. It has to start with mindset, because anything can throw you off your A game if your mindset is not already, you're not in it for the long haul. You don't have the mindset and the encouragement to push forward, even when people say angry, hateful things, or when you have those really bad weeks and you don't make as much as you're used to. Okay, you have to push past that, because what I'm thinking is, you know what? All of that content that I put out there last week is going to be out there next week, in the week to come, in the year to come, in the next year to come. And it's going to at some point still make me money, even though it didn't produce the results that I'm looking for now. Okay. So I want people to really think about that and really take that in. It's not about what you do today that's going to affect next week, but what you do today that's going to affect next year and the following year and the following year. There's a program I was promoting when I was an Amazon seller. Okay. That was my first initial breakthrough. Okay. I used to sell products online. I was a drop shipper, and I used to go out and buy stuff from stores, send it into Amazon, and make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I was so good at it. But the thing that I didn't like about it is that it didn't free up my time. Okay, because I still had to go to the store. I still had to package up stuff. I still had to ship it out. I had to deal with customer service and things like that. And I'm like, I can't move the way that I want if I have to stop in a store every 2 or 3 days to purchase the things that I need. So that really wasn't time freedom to me. So I said, you know what, even though it was bringing in thousands of dollars and I was able to do it from home, that really wasn't what I was looking for. Okay. So then of course I found something better. But when I was doing that Amazon stuff, I was promoting that information online. If you go back to my YouTube channel and you go all the way back to the beginning, you're going to see where I showed results, where I was in supermarkets and I shared information with people about, drop shipping, FBA, which means, you're selling products for Amazon from home. And I still have people till this day that gets coaching from me, one-on-one coaching. They follow me. They still buy into the program that I was using to learn how to shop on Amazon. And this is years ago, and I'm still making money off of that. Videos that I put out years ago when I really didn't know how to make a video or what to do or what a video was all about. Okay. So it just goes to show you that's why people are so inspired and they really pump video marketing and staying consistent, because this is the stuff that's going to allow you to retire. You got all these videos, all this content floating around for years and years and years to come. There's no way you're not going to make money, because it's a numbers game. And we know the more people that watch our stuff, the more money we're going to make. This training that I'm doing now, I'm going to be able to sell for hundreds and hundreds of dollars in the future, when I don't want to give this away for free anymore, because it's tons of value and information that's useful that people are going to need down the line. Okay. So even though I don't want to do it, there's days I get up, I don't want to get on the Hangouts, and I'm being honest, because I'm human. I have days where I'm feeling sick, or I just want to put more time and energy into other things, right? Because we all have those moments where we don't want to be there. We don't want to do things we need to do. But I know that in the long run, okay, in the long haul, months down the line from now, it's going to pay off, because people are going to want to get involved. And I can say, you know what? It's not free anymore, because I gave a ton of value. I gave training that cost me thousands of dollars, and I can now resell it and make money from it. Okay. So it just goes to show you, mindset, it starts with mindset. I want people to really, and you know what? I really understand what he was saying when he was talking about it. And it is real, because what helped me is when I used to go to bed at night, I had my headphones, I had my YouTube playing, and I would go to sleep listening to inspirational information from the heavy hitters, the top marketers. And that's what really drove me to really get started and to really influence me and let me know that this thing that I thought was a dream could actually be a reality. Okay. And I was talking to my friend the other day, and he said, Amanda, you need, like, there's certain things that I don't like to do, but he's like, you need to do it. Like, I made last year when I did my taxes for 2017, I brought in $382,000. Okay, that's almost $500,000 almost. Okay, in generating sales. Okay, generating sales, working for myself, $382,000. And I'm like, I don't want to show people that, or people probably wouldn't even believe that, or people probably wouldn't even understand that, but he's like, I sometimes underestimate my accomplishments. And he's like, there's not a lot of people out there that gross $382,000. And I'm like, I never really thought of it like that. But that is a really big accomplishment for me. But at the same time, I don't feel like that, because there's so much more I feel like I need to do, and so much more that I really want to make, and so many mistakes that I made. But I'm like, you know what? I am going to share that, because that is a lot of money. And if there's people that only want to make maybe 25 or 30% of that could live the life that they want, just earning a small percentage of that. And those are the people that I want to, be able to speak to, be able to share that information with. So yes, I made $382,000 in 2017. Why? Commitment. Okay. Doing things that I didn't want to do, even when I didn't want to do them. Just staying committed to the process, working on my mindset, and knowing that there was times when I wasn't going to do everything right, and that was okay. But as long as I moved forward and pushed in the right direction, I was going to be okay. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. 30, 30, 30. 30 minutes of reading, 30 minutes of listening for 30 days. Consistently. And that's not a huge commitment. So you're taking an hour out of 24 hours a day, even if it's late at night, to be committed to that process. And that is going to literally change your way of thinking, because what people don't understand is, like, okay, people that live in poverty, okay, that are gaining money from the system, from the government, okay, for years, they are just, doing the same thing over and over again. So it's so hard to get out of that cycle, right? Fighting that cycle of poverty, of not being able to have the things that you want. So that's all that right? So for year after year, if that's all that's all you're used to doing, that's what you're going to do for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, right? A person that's at a job, all is you go in, you punch your clock every day. You go in at 9, you punch your clock, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things for that day, and at 5 o'clock you go home. You eat lunch and you go home. And you're doing that for years and years and years, right? So then what do you do to redirect your brain from what it is that you were taught to do, that you've been doing for the last 15, 20, 25 years? How does that start? Where does that start? Where do you go? And that's the thing, most people don't know that. Where do you go? Okay, you go online, you find an online business, you find an online business opportunity that can help you to generate money. But where do you start? Where do you start? How do you reprogram and reposition yourself to earn money from home if all you knew is from year after year to go in and punch a clock from 9 to 5? And you go in and you work for somebody, you do what it is that they ask you to do, and you go home at 5 o'clock, and you've been doing that for the last 15 to 20 years. It has to start with mindset, because now you have to reprogram your mind to know how to go out there and make money from home and online. And that's not an easy task. That's not easy, especially for those that don't have a sponsor like me, that they don't have a 90-day blitz to go to. They don't have that. They don't know the 30, 30, 30. You know, they don't have heavy hitters, $3,000 courses that they can purchase, or they have their sponsor purchase to tell them the things that they need to do. Okay. So commitment is one thing. Mindset is a totally another thing. It's something you can have both. Okay. But you have to apply it, and it has to be consistent in order for you to start redirecting your brain and thinking one way, some way different that you never even knew about years ago when you was working your job, or maybe if you're still working your job now. You know, it's just really, it's deep. I just wanted to touch on it because it was so deep. And you know, my mentor, he was just touching on things that it's like, dang, that was so true. Because you know, I was thinking about how in 2015 I was in about 15 programs and I didn't make any money. And he's like, yeah, that's what the gurus do. They get you out there, you purchase one program after the next, looking at the next best shiny object, thinking that you're going to make money here, even though you didn't make money there. But it's not about the program. It's the mindset. Do you have the consistency and the skills to do what it is that you need to do in order to make the money? It's not about the program. And that's why so many people are like that hamster on a wheel. They're going through one program after another, and they're getting nowhere because they don't know where to start. They don't know, like when you go to your job, you go and you do A, B, C, D, E. You don't get that when you get online. So that's why this 90-day blitz is important. Knowing what to do, what to apply, and when to do it is extremely important. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna stop chatting so much about mindset. But everybody, if you can really mark it down on your calendar, a day you're gonna start the 30, 30, 30 and stick to it for 30 days. I just want to know, everyone, after the 30 days, everyone's experience with that, and what do they feel and how do they feel about it. If a few people can just come back and give me information, and I'm going to do it too, and I'll give some feedback as well. Alberto, yes. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I want to tell you, I've been putting videos myself, like in the mornings on my Facebook feed, and it works. I've been doing that for almost a month. Yeah, if you go on my Facebook feed, you can see one from, I think, Friday.
Okay.
And I find myself kind of remembering the quotes, you know. So it does work. It does give you like days you don't feel like doing stuff, or you're not encouraged, or, you know, things like that. I learned that kind of back in the day with Frank Kern and Mike Filsaime, those guys back in the day. I took a course. I paid like $5,000 back then, and it works. So, you know, so you guys don't have to worry you're going to waste your time. It does work. It just takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, not only that does it take time, it takes courage, because some people don't even have the courage to do it. You know, thinking about all of the things that people most of the time, like honestly, I had someone say something mean this week about me on
That's
YouTube.
terrible. I can't believe that.
Yeah, but I've been doing this for years, and I think I've only had maybe 2 or 3 times that has happened, and I have hundreds of videos on YouTube. Yeah. It's going to happen. There's ugly people out there like that just have that thing about them that makes them feel good or whatever, and it's fine. It's okay, because we know that our goal, our commitment, and what we want to do is way bigger than that. You understand?
Yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of people that are just tire kickers. I've been experiencing a lot of them that are like, they feel like entitlement, and they feel like they want to do things for free. And I be honest with them and tell them it costs money. You can't go to the gas station to get gas for free. If you want to go anywhere, you have to pay for gas. It costs money. So I think a lot of people have that mindset, like you say. You know, they just don't have that mindset, and they're not ready to be in this kind of a business.
That's
you have to be there. Your mind has to be there already, where you've tried everything, you're sick of it. Like myself, I'm doing this for my retirement. You know, I don't trust the 401ks. You know, look what happened a few years ago with the economy. So we have to think differently. If we really want to have money, and when we retire, we have to think about it now. You know, we have to do something about it now. And I've been dealing with a lot of people. I've been like pre-qualifying people, and it's just I get the same kind of thing, that it's the mindset that they have, you know. And you know, that's the thing when you get involved with this kind of a industry, you're going to have people like that. There's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and that's so true. You know, most people they feel entitled, or they spent money before and they lost so much money, and we've all had that story. I mean, I could tell you some stories. When I first got online, I instantly, like within 8 months, lost over 20 grand. It's happened to, and you would never think, like, people with my, like, just education, my background, and what I know and what I've been able to do in the past, you wouldn't even think I would ever even be in a situation like that. But it happens to the best of us. There's people out there that haven't even lost half of that, and they are just struggling with just putting.
And they want to give up. They want to give up. If they don't make money within a couple of weeks, they want to give up, and that's not gonna help you, because your mind has to give. You have to. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And I'm pretty blunt with the people that I talk to get this. You know, this is my third time in PLS. This is my third time in 5 years. And the first 2 times, my sponsor kind of witness protection program, you know, just disappeared. Wasn't helpful. Was just stringing people along, I think, just to stay with him. And he finally went in an empowered network and it was a big mess there. And then the empowered network went downhill. But this is the first time I've made any money with your team. I found you on accident, actually watching you through Franco, and that's how I found you. And I said, well, this is interesting. Somebody's making money with PLS. I got to find out about that. So I really haven't, you know, I've been on these webinars you've been having, but I'm kind of like doing my primary business right now, and I really haven't even focused that much. I've done a couple of runs with you for traffic, and the traffic works great. It works awesome. That's the first time I've made any money though with PLS, is when I got in your team. So thank you. I'm glad you and Paul Farmer are really helping people out. People need this. I think it's real important that, especially if you're new, you need this training. It's very, very important, because nobody's going to teach you. Before, when I first got involved, they wanted you to get all in. If you ain't all in, they don't want to even hear from you.
Yeah.
So what you're doing here is really a service to everybody, and I hope everybody appreciates it. I do. I appreciate it. So
yes, thanks, Alberto. Yes, and a lot of people, you know, they send me messages, and they're really appreciative, and they're learning so much, and they're really striving forward. And I see a lot of people that are now doing Facebook Lives, and they're putting up, you know, information on a regular basis, and that's all you have to do is show up. You have to have the mindset, and you have to show up, because people are not going to know about you if you don't show up. You know, they will forget, and then it'll be another marketer to come that will give their information. So yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. And you know, it's just really about mindset. It's about staying focused, staying committed, even when you don't want to, and knowing that the results is going to come. You know, I'm in, you know, Mary Beth and we joined American Bill Money around the same time, right, Mary? And it was just like, you know, so many people want to know, how do we do so well? How do people really make money from postcard programs? Like, how does this really happen? And Mary, tell them how many people. We had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that came in the beginning, and it was like flowing, and it was just massive, and people were excited, and people were ready to go, and we were having weekly meetings, right? We were having
absolutely
workouts, and people were just coming in droves. I mean, when I say hundreds of people, they were coming through. People were excited. And you know what? Like I say, like this exact same thing that I said when we first started this 90-day blitz. A very small percentage is going to make it through, because the average person is not going to be committed enough to see the results. Mary Beth is still bringing in thousands of dollars with American Bill Money.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I was just determined, Amanda, like yourself, you and I both just had the right mindset. We came in with the approach that we were just going to stick with it through thick and thin and do whatever it took till we got to where we wanted to go. And like I tell people all the time, it's stickability and it's consistency. You can't give up. You just have to keep going every single week, you know, putting those postcards out there, combining it, doing your online stuff, those simple, you know, daily internet tasks, you know, like getting yourself out there, seen and heard, Facebook, YouTube, and, you know, anything else you want to do online. Free methods, paid methods, and mailing out the postcards. Yeah, exactly, Amanda. I mean, last year where we were this time, just getting started, now I look and it's like almost everybody's gone.
Yes.
You know, almost everybody's gone. I mean, I go to YouTube and I look, and there's very few of us that are still out there plugging away, putting out the content, putting out the videos. I mean, everyone kind of just disappeared, went by the wayside. They must have given up, I would think.
Yes, a lot of people moved on to other programs. Yeah, a lot of people, they moved on to other programs. They done been through maybe 3 or 4 other programs. And that's the thing, residual income is where it's at. I never want to go and join a program if there's no residual income. It was like one of the best residual postcard programs. And now we're down to like maybe 10, 15 people that are consistently promoting it. And it started off, it was hundreds.
There were hundreds. There were literally hundreds upon hundreds of hundreds. And now you're right. Lucky if there's maybe 10, 15, 20 people still in the game.
That's true. And you know why? The average person, they don't get the results that they want. I have people that come back to me a year later. This month made 1 year in that program. And it's so funny because I have so many people that come to me and they're like, how are you still making money with that? Like, what is it that you're doing? And the first thing I ask them, when did you join and how long was you in the program? And the average person is not even in the program longer than 60 days.
Exactly.
If it was that simple, everyone will be a 6-figure earner online. Everyone would be making thousands and thousands of dollars if it was that simple. When I first started, even with PLS, when I show people my proof in the beginning, and I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull it up for everybody because I want everyone to see this. When I talk about stuff and I'm speaking about stuff, this is real stuff. This is like, this stuff cannot be made up. It cannot be made up. It's just one of those things, you know, it's the truth. It's the honest truth. And it's the way that it works. No matter what online business you're with, no matter what, if you have a program that's been around for at least 3 to 5 years or more, okay, and they have an A+ track record, okay, you know that they've been in the program and it's been consistent. You can do well as long as you're committed to staying with the program and pushing through. That's all you need, okay? So, and it's not going to start off easy. It's not going to be, especially if you don't have a following. If you don't have a following, you don't have a large a fan base online, you're starting out from scratch. It's going to take some time, but I guarantee you it's going to work. It's going to work. It's just one of those things. And, you know, when I came back with PLS, after being with them back in 2015, you know, I'm like, this thing has to work. I knew I made a mistake, you know, and I'm fine with saying that, you know. I said, you know what, I made a mistake because when I looked at this in 2015, I didn't make any money. And I'm like, you know what? That was a mistake because there's people out there that's earning thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm going to figure out what they're doing and how to do it. So, you know, just starting off in September, this is September of 2017 when I first came on, okay? I didn't make any money. And I started at the beginning of September. I was just feeling my way through. I was just starting to, I was in the mindset portion, making that commitment, doing what I need to do. Okay, in October, I still didn't make a lot of money. It wasn't nothing to leave to brag about. It wasn't enough for me to leave my daytime job, but I see that, okay, I can make some money with this. With this program, I can make something. So 140, 49, 334, 496. Then you know what? In October, I made a commitment to be faithful to pumping traffic, following up with my list. I'm going to commit to this for the next 3 to 6 months, and I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to just be committed no matter what I'm feeling, no matter if I buy traffic and it's bots, no matter if the people don't respond the way that I want, I'm going to still see this through. And I made a commitment. My mindset, it was made up. No matter what, I'm going to slam traffic. Like Rob Frazier say, Rob Frazier is one of the 6-figure earners, a part of PLS. Slam traffic, I'm going to do this, okay? And I made that commitment to do that. November, I still really didn't make a lot. 247 one week, 249, 506, 1599, okay? This week, I really noticed that something was happening, you know? And I said, I'm going to just keep slamming traffic every single week. 810, 879. But in the beginning, it wasn't like this. And guys, this is my Bank of America. I'm sorry, my Bank of America business, one of my business accounts. Here in December, 879, 908, 1301. How many people is bringing home almost $900 in a week from their daytime job? How many people is bringing in $1,599 from their daytime job? And guys, this is only one source of income for me online. Okay, Mary Beth and I, we're with ABM together. That's another source of income. Okay, 1301 in December, 1746, 861. Okay, and I just was committed. No matter what, I'm going to pump traffic. And in the beginning, it wasn't a profit. It was actually just an investment. Okay. In the beginning, it was just an investment. It didn't start turning into a profit until 3 to 6 months later, 3 months. And then of course, more of a profit in 6 months because things started to grow. So then if you can see here, February 2nd, $5,556 made in 3 weeks. So my profits are starting to double. They're starting to really build momentum because I just focused on building the list, getting people through the funnel, knowing that if I had enough eyeballs come through my funnel, a percentage was going to buy that was going to keep putting me in the profit. Okay. And then 1693, 1 week on the 8th, almost $2,000, another almost $2,000. And guys, I'm just pumping like not a lot of traffic, $225, or I would spend $400 in a week or $250 in a week. If I was on vacation, I didn't really spend that much because I had put money into my vacation, and I was still generating in the thousands because I started out with the mindset that I was going to just build the system. I was going to build the foundation. I was going to just make sure that I had enough people coming through my funnel to see my opportunity. And that was my main focus. I married the process, not the outcome. And that's where people are failing. Okay. 1911, 1960, March 23rd, $4,517. That was 2 weeks worth of commissions. And then 423, I waited about 30 days. And then I did a live video, $7,986. This is all of the money that has went into my account from Priceless Possibilities, which is the Power Lead system. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Okay. So that just goes to show you what is possible when you marry the process. And I tell people, no matter how big or how small, okay, when it comes to paid traffic, because everybody's not going to be able to run $150, $250, $350 a week. It's just not possible because your income is not going to allow you to do that. But if it's consistent and then you're using free advertisement hand in hand, that's where the power comes in. That's where your power is at. Because the weeks when I first started, I didn't have money for traffic. I just pumped more videos. I just put up more posts on my Facebook page. Okay. So you have to know how to balance one with the other, knowing that, okay, I don't have it this week to pump $250 into traffic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do more videos. I'm going to do more Facebook Lives. I'm going to put more information on Facebook or Twitter or whatever platform you're using, and then use that as leverage to keep, consistently seeing those commissions. And of course, with free traffic, it starts out slow, but it picks up momentum very fast. Mary Beth and myself, probably along with a lot of other people, we use Facebook on our personal page consistently, and people are hooked. They can't wait for the next post. They can't wait to see how much you made because it's taking them one step closer to being a part of your team, and that's what you want. Okay, so I'm going to share screen again, and we're going to go over how to, okay, yep, we're going to do a quick put together a funnel really fast, and then after that, we're gonna get off, okay? Because we have our meeting at 8. So when you want to make a actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do this today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it tomorrow because it's 7:15 already, and I spoke enough about mindset. So tomorrow we're gonna put a funnel together from scratch using one of the new capture pages that Brian Bracken came out with. Okay, Brian is the one that creates most of our capture pages that no one has a clue how to get to, where to find it, or if they were able to find it, they don't know how to use it to make a capture page. And it's really simple. He puts together proven capture pages that are going to convert, okay? And those are in our back office. I'm going to show you where to find it. I'm going to show you exactly how to create it and then how to drive traffic to it, okay? And it's going to be really simple to do. We're going to do it in like 20 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive some traffic to it, some free traffic using Facebook, and I'm going to show you the results that I get from that. So we're going to do this all in like 2 days, and you guys are going to be blown away because you're like, oh, I can do that. We're going to create the capture page, connect it to our autoresponder. If you're using PLS, you're going to connect it right to your PLS autoresponder. And then we're going to take that link, we're going to drive traffic to that link, and we're going to see what happens from it. Okay, we're going to do that tomorrow, and then the following day, I'm going to just show you the results. How many opt-ins, how many people actually looked at the information, how many people signed up. The other thing we're going to do this week is I'm going to show you guys how to connect your Aweber to your PLS. A lot of people don't know how to connect the Aweber. It's very simple. So I have a young lady that's on our team, has a brand new account, and for free, no charge, I'm going to set up her Aweber connected to her PLS, so people know how to connect your autoresponder to your Power Lead System account, put the two together so that people are now going directly to your Aweber. So we're going to also do that this week. All right. So we're going to wrap it up. Yep. I am feeling better, guys. I was really under the weather last week, feeling much better this week compared to last week. But we're going to wrap it up, and then I'll see you guys at 8 o'clock. Make sure that you blast your list for tonight's hangout. And I'll see you guys in about 40 minutes. All right. So have a good night.